ladies in the house were furious that Allie won. So far, she had beat them in everything. The first to enter the castle, the first to officially meet King Hook, the first he chose to play games with in the initial group date. Now this. Matoaka was not furious so much as disappointed in herself. Her bladder was her demise. She was embarrassed enough at the decrepit hygiene levels, but thankfully the king eased her worry with her cloud-gazing conversation. Hook was impressed with the ambitiousness and determination Allie possessed, and was really equally as surprised that he was looking forward to getting alone time with her. What was her story? Why was she here? He had Joaquin arrange all of his future dates. The group dates were to be in a local hangout spot, but the solo dates would require the private jet for world travel. Our stunning Allie would be spoiled in Asia. When they arrived at the resort in Asia, the staff treated them as what they were, royalty. Only the best for King Hook and his lady friend. He knew Allie was athletic, so he made sure that there were plenty of physical activities for them to participate in. They had a round on the punching bag where Allie shined. She loved coaching her new friend at her most favorite of activities. She often imagined the bag was Rabby White, so relieving her stress on this plastic victim was nothing new to her. Then they did one of Hook's most favorite exercises, meditation. It was something Allie had never experienced, but now understood why Hook was so calm in most of the craziest circumstances. She was eager to learn more about his past and the Black Pearl, his life at seas, what made him tick, what he thought of the other ladies, but she was battling with the underlying reasoning. Did she want to know for her column, or did she want to know for herself? She kept sneaking glances at him as he rested his mind. He was more than rugged and handsome. There was a strong and quiet inner beauty that radiated from within his being. She couldn't quite understand why the tabloids hated him so. Were the many terrible things spoken to defame him and his crew truly just a ploy for marketing and sales? His breathing rhythms relaxed her back into a calm state, where she was simply happy to be in his presence in utter silence. There was more fun to be had and more time to dig for answers, but for right now, she really enjoyed his presence. After meditation, she requested a private yoga lesson for Hook and herself, to which the resort was pleased to provide. Hook was not terrible at it at all, and the athletic beauty was clumsy, but flexible, which stirred Hook's mind in all sorts of compromising places. After their class, Hook told Allie that he would allow her some privacy in her room, some time to relax on her own and ready herself for their private dinner. Allie had concern written all over her face. She was not the most fashionable person. All she owned was old and outdated. He eased her preoccupation.
There is a dress waiting for you back at your private quarters. I was able to get your size, I believe. And Allie, I truly am looking forward to more time with you this evening.
He bowed and kissed her hand. She almost melted into a puddle of amazement. Had her ex-fiancé Maddie ever treated her this way? She would have remembered, so the answer must be no. When she arrived at her room, she was surprised by its elegance. Not that any other part of this Asian architecture was anything less than spectacular, but she had never experienced beauty like this. I could get used to this lifestyle. She took a splendid bubble bath, with citrus and expensive oils, luxury at her fingertips. She was so excited she couldn't nap. Instead, she started typing out her experience with her mystery man, the date of the century. The anticipation of her dinner with him was making her tummy jump. Why was she all of a sudden so giddy, she thought. Calm down, you're a reporter, she coached herself. Dinner was set outdoors. It was an exquisite setting, with the cherry blossoms greeting Hook with such enthusiasm. Your Highness? An unfamiliar voice beckoned his attention from the bushes. A pasty white character emerged from the shadows, flashing a press card at his direction.
I'm from Origaba News, King. Could I get a moment of your time regarding your first week in the castle? The ladies, How the bloody hell did you get here? Where is security?
I'm a pro at disguise. Are those carrots on your plate?
Delish! I will stop you right there. Be on your way before I remove you myself.
Allie happened to walk into the room during Hook's threat. The light caught her garment and made her a true vision to behold. Hook was stunned into silence. However, Rabi recognized the beauty right away and quickly responded with, "Allie? What the devil are you doing here? I thought you were on a sabbatical, family leave, or whatnot." "Oh, no. This can't be. You're in the house as a contestant? And you, his first date? You are a journalistic thief!" Rabi frantically scribbled in his notepad. "Rabi, what are you doing here?" Hook was no fool and caught on quickly to Rabi's realization. He was infuriated at the deception, but first things first.
"Rabi, is it?"
Hook unsheathed his sword and pointed it to Rabi's nose.
"I would leave us now if I were you. I will not ask kindly again."
Rabi did not continue, lest his nose was taken clean off. Once out of sight, Hook turned his attention to the stunning brunette that just betrayed his trust.
"You look like a vision in that dress, Allie."
"Thank you. I
would join you for dinner. Unfortunately, I have suddenly lost my appetite."
What have I done?" Although Hook was not completely sold on a wife, he would be lying if he did not confess his excitement about the potential in Allie, in any of the girls. Yet this was why he hated relationships. His heart was too vulnerable. He despised being made a fool. Speaking of fools, first thing on the agenda was to call his quack of a lawyer Stat. He must have known Allie was a reporter. What was his play in the matter?
"Licenciado Le Chien at your service, Rey Hook. Where the bloody hell do you get off lying to me about Allie's profession?" "Oh, King Hook, I was not lying about anything. I simply omitted some facts." "When I get back home, your neck will be on a platter. Do I make myself clear?" No, Hook. Do not be so hasty. Think about it for one momento, see? If Allie is to be your friend, or your spouse, think of how she would be able to start turning your publicity towards the positive. Because, let's face it, Jeffrey Dahmer has more fans than you, and he used to eat people. I hate you at the moment and think of ways that can make your life miserable. But you may have a point. I'm disappointed you did not apprise me of this beforehand. Understand that I trust you less than I did before. And Joaquin, before, I did not trust you at all. But I will let you live for now.
Hook hung up the phone and took a walk around the gardens. He found Allie on the bench with puffy red eyes, and damn his heart, he wanted to ease her discomfort of the situation. He settled himself alongside her, and they began to talk at the same time.
I'm sorry. You first, Allie.
I'm sorry, King. I should have been more forthcoming. I do not know what I was thinking, but I was avoiding this. Yeah, I came into the house to find out more about you, to steal the column away from Rabi. But more than that, I wanted to see how far I could go.
Why? You're so smart and incredibly attractive, highly competitive. Why a competition? Why not just ask me for an interview?
Because I needed to get away from my real life for a moment. I really was not thinking I would do well at all. I simply was going to gather info and let the pieces fall where they may. But I am actually having the time of my life. Hook, no one has been kinder to me, and your friendship means a lot to me.
What are you running away from, Allie?
My ex-fiancé, my writer's block, myself.
I would say this to you. Let us forget what just occurred, and I will be forthcoming with you as well. I do not want to marry. It is not something I've ever desired, ever dreamed of. However, I could use more friends, Allie.
The word friends cut Allie to the core of her very being. Why did that 7-letter word sting so bad? Friends.
Indeed, if you make it to the end, Allie, we can strike a deal. You can have your journalistic career and anything else your heart's desire, and I can continue my life. You do your thing, I do mine, no strings attached, except that bloody piece of paper that would call us married. What do you say?"
Time stood still for what seemed like centuries. He was sure she'd agree. This was the perfect deal. No one could refuse, but no one has ever refused Hook's deals before. Allie stood up, a bit wobbly with her heels, looked sternly at Hook, and said, "No."
"I beg your pardon?"
"No, King Hook. When I win, I will win your heart too. No deal. When we marry, it will be for the right reasons, because I stole your heart above all the other girls, because I'm the one you think of all the time, because I'm the one you want to spoil, because you would be proud to call me your wife. I will be your right hand and your best friend, and you will feel for me the way I am starting to feel for you. So, no deal, Hook. May the best lady win your heart, because I realize you deserve it too." Allie left him in the park alone and shaken. No one has ever refused a deal with him in his life. She was so genuine, so vulnerable. Her words were impacting. It sundered his soul.
First my mother's journal, now this.